welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. I just got my new manicure by Mahou. Drooby
And I'm currently recording from a room I can't leave until I satisfy Drew. So, Roni.
Welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars podcast, where I talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not your waifu, because I'm not letting you go.
You're trapped.
Because you're trapped. It took me a second to get that one. That's because your boy has been busy. So I was like, wait, what? Said hello.
And I never satisfied Drew, so I'm going to be here for all eternity.
Oh, bitch, you're stuck. I hope that place has a bathroom and a kitchen.
Yeah.
So how you been, Oni?
I've been pretty good. How have you been, Drew?
Also good. My friend Kyle has visited me from Albany, so we've just been
Hi, Kyle.
living it up. Gosh, it's made me pretty tired. Would you believe me? Bitch, would you believe me if I told you I went out Saturday?
That's like the first time you've been out on a Saturday in years.
But like that Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
The Saturday where it was drenching rain. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yes.
That's right. It was horrible.
Yeah.
The whole weekend was pretty bad, honestly.
Yeah, I don't remember yesterday because I was too busy being dead. And you know what was worse?
What?
We were hanging out. We were like, oh my God, I didn't even feel like we were out that long. Like, what the fuck? Da 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 da. Although, albeit, I was really drunk. I didn't realize how drunk I was until Kyle told me that I had not one, but 2 Long Islands.
Damn.
He was like, oh yeah, after the second Long Island. I said, what second Long Island?
After the second Long Island, you lost track of time.
I mean, there was that, but also it was daylight savings. So it wasn't just the alcohol.
Change the clocks.
That was like the worst night for that to happen. For me to lose my hours.
It always sucks to get... You never want to go out partying on the night of daylight savings. That's like a recipe for getting your sense of time fucked up.
And it most certainly was. And we got home at a nice, cute 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm. But it was really 5 a.m.
Or what is it? Dun dun dun.
I don't know. Dun, dun, dun.
Yep, but I'm still here and I'm ready to talk about le anime.
Mm-hmm.
So, like always, we're gonna start off with our new segment this week in anime. I'll let you go first, Tony.
Okay, I have 2 quick pieces of news. Let's start off with the quickest one. Call of the Night is getting a 2nd season. For those of you who are not familiar with Yofukashi no Uta, it's a romance comedy about a vampire who falls in love with a high school kid and tries to convert him into being a vampire. It's actually a really, really fun kind of ecchi, dark comedy that I feel like was really underappreciated, so I'm glad it's getting a 2nd season. And I'm probably going to watch it, although we probably won't cover it on the podcast, unfortunately. If you're looking for a good ecchi, dark comedy to get into, highly recommended.
These are 2 women on the cover, right? That's not the main character.
Yes, that's not the main character.
Right.
The main character is like the most generic looking dude.
Right. I'm just like, I would have noticed if he was going around wearing heels. I mean, that would made, in my opinion, that would have been an improvement, but...
Well, then again, I didn't finish the 1st season, so maybe he gets turned into
You love this anime so much, and you didn't finish the 1st season. That's crazy.
I watched like 8 episodes. I only got a couple more left. I'm there. I'm getting there. Maybe I'll finish before season 2 comes out. I do that a lot. Like, if I really love a show, I'll watch half of it and not finish.
That's crazy.
And second off, we have an announcement from Nintendo for Mario Day, which was they're confirming a sequel to the was not sorry, not a sequel, a new Super Mario animated film with a very specific release date, specifically being released on April 3rd, 2026. Like the fact that they have a specific date 2 years out is kind of wild. So, but you know, I think everyone was expecting the Mario movie to get another iteration. They didn't confirm it was a sequel, so that has some people speculating that maybe it'd be like a Luigi spin-off or something. Lots of room to play with there.
Yeah, the limitations are there are not much limitations, I have to say.
Yes, the movie ended up grossing $1.3 billion. I think it's the highest grossing animated film of all time worldwide. So, yay, pretty successful.
Yeah, shit. Okay. And in my neck of the woods, Adult Swim streams Rick and Morty, the anime early preview titled Tammy versus Space Beth. So yeah, they gave us a little teaser of the anime where it's some mech, kind of half mech, half not looking girl fights Space Beth.
Does Rick and Morty really need an anime though?
No. And honestly, after this animation, no. No, it's like this weird CGI-ish thing happening, kinda. Like, it's like one of those things, like, if I watch it, it's because it's Rick and Morty, plus it's anime. But if I wasn't a fan of Rick and Morty, I would not even bother with this. I still might not even watch it.
Yeah, it'll probably fly under the radar for me.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It's just the animation is very weird to me. Yeah.
Every time I see like Western shows, like you know, cartoons or whatever, get like an anime version, they're always weirdly animated. I don't know why. Like this happened with there was like a few anime versions of like Marvel shows. Like, they did an X-Men anime and like Batman anime, and they always were like weirdly animated. I don't know why.
I think I watched the Blade anime, and I think that was well animated. I think that was pretty good.
Yeah,
I like that one. But yeah. I'm looking real quick through the article. I don't think it says who is. Oh, it's some company, Sola Entertainment. Okay, that makes sense. Right, exactly. That makes a lot more sense. So well.
At least it's not Madhouse or like.
If it was Madhouse, I'd be like, girl, what's the right? I'd be like, oof.
Animated by Mappa.
Like, wow. Yeah, they already said, hey, let's just get the newbies on this one and not supervise them and hope they make a banger or not.
they get UFO Table to do it. UFO Table turns down the next fate for fucking Rick and Morty.
Yeah. So, I might watch one episode to see if it's even worth it. I don't know. I just off that fight. If it's one of those, if it's really trying to lean on the anime fights to make it stand out, then it's going to fail horribly, just based off of that. But yeah, I guess we shall see.
We shall. Maybe it'll be the biggest anime of all time, and we'll all be talking about it next year.
I doubt it'll be all of that, but. You know,
Jujutsu Kaisen who?
Jujutsu Kaisen who? Alright. So now we're done with our news. It's time to start our weekly reviews, and we're gonna start off with Solo Leveling. Episode what?
9, was it?
I think so. Yeah, 9.
They did not waste any time getting into the action, at least, thankfully.
Nope. The episode felt very open and shut. Usually, yeah.
It was very straight. Like, it's weird because Solo Leveling's pacing is either nothing happens or everything happens at once.
Yeah. Yeah, the interesting pacing decisions, I guess. Um, I will say I did get surprised that it wasn't the prisoners who were like, the terrible people. I mean, they are terrible. They
Yeah,
were terrible
they are, but
people.
they just died
Right.
immediately.
Why?
There was an even worse person.
Exactly. Who was from the Hunters Association. He was just like, I'm at this position because I just get to kill everyone. Yay.
I know it's a part of the series to be really simplistic and just be like, we're a good guy and that's a bad guy. But it kind of like, I don't know, it kind of gets annoying just seeing bad guys being evil for the sake of being evil. Like that dude was just like, I just like to kill, 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 kill. Why?
Because
Because
I don't know,
kill.
because when you have power, it makes you crazy and just kill
There's
hungry.
other people with power. That dude was just a rank B. He didn't even have that much power. It was just like,
I mean, he had enough to kill everyone else. And no
he was like the
problem.
middle management of the fucking power tier. Like, what? You're like a Walmart manager.
I
What are you
mean,
doing?
the only tiers above him are A and S. Like that, I feel like if anything, that should give like a good measurement of how strong. It's not even that he's weak. It's just like the others must be like stupid powerful.
Yeah, so he's a Walmart store manager in the chain of evil, basically. The evil hierarchy.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess we can put it that way. Hmm. But yeah, but it's still power all the same. You don't have to have
Yeah,
all
I
of
know.
it.
I don't need like a complex. Like I don't even need a complex like backstory or
Girl,
anything.
there are
Just like
people here who
something.
kill for the sake of killing, and they have no power. How can you not be like?
this is this is a this is a story that you have to put some effort into writing characters. You can't just be like,
There
this
are
dude is
some
evil for no reason.
like I said, there's some people like. Can you tell someone to write Jeffrey Dahmer's story? Because he's just like, yeah, I just like eating, having sex and eating
Oh well,
people.
still an incredibly crazy individual from other psychological aspects. But all right, fine. Next time we watch a fucking episode of Vinland Saga season 3, and there's like a flat, you complain about a character not having enough depth. I'm like, but Drew, there's people without depth in real life.
I'm just saying you're complaining about like and like you're complaining
I
about it
know
in a
he's a
shonen,
shitty
like
throwaway shonen villain. I know it's not a big complaint. It's just like, ugh, kill him and be done with it. I kind of want I want them to set up I think my issue is I want them to set up like a big bad. I don't want these like
they I feel
villains
like
of
they
the
already
week.
kind of did.
Very little. Like they set up a couple of like people who are potential threats, but they don't like linger on them or anything.
I mean, that one guy who's definitely like going to try to kill him.
Two of the rank A.
I don't know if he was rank A, but yeah, the one whose brother died.
Maybe.
Not maybe he literally was like, "I'm finding you guys and I'm killing you," because I'm just jumping to that conclusion.
Yeah, but even that, see what I mean? Like he's so unmemorable. I can't even remember what he looks like.
He's big. Well, he's not a
They're
girl.
all big buffed,
Right? He's not a
They're all
girl. That's
big
the only reason
buffed
why you
dudes.
say that. So that doesn't really count. Yeah,
Nah.
sorry. You have to admit your straight brain has a
I
hard
can
time.
remember other guys. It's just that a lot of the character designs in the show are very one note. Let's just say.
Mm. I feel like the guy that we're talking about, he's like one of the most distinctive characters cast.
I'm trying to imagine who you're talking about. I'm like, it's drawing a
He
blank.
literally has like red fucking hair. Like I don't understand.
Oh, that dude.
La-
You should just lead with that. Lead with the hair color next time.
mm.
But he barely does anything or gets any screen time. He's just there.
Anywho, that one guy who raised every death flag known to man.
Yes.
I've never seen a character with that many death flags. That man could open a flag store.
Yeah, and he died.
Right.
As foretold by the prophecies,
The many
that
flags.
he himself set up.
Right. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, shout out to Old Man Kim. I just call him Old Man Kim
Yes.
because I don't know. That sounds it flows in my head. The fire user, he was actually really badass.
That was one good part. Yeah, I'm glad that they highlighted his skill set too. It wasn't just all MC being badass.
Yeah.
Although MC was badass.
MC was badass, but I found it super annoying that, you know, and it was because stupid shonen plot that they both didn't just simply fight him at the same time. Like, why are we doing one
at a time?
Yeah, why are we doing one at a time? Like, no. Like, I understand you're trying to hide your powers, but you can't hide them when someone's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good time to just say F it.
F it, going Super Saiyan.
Right. Alright. Is that it? Yeah, the fighting was good. Fighting animation was good.
As per usual.
And of course now he's doing the whole I'm changing. All my emotions are being darkened by all this murder. My soul is black. I'm just like, okay, Sasuke.
I feel like I'm shitting on it, but I do like the show. It's like
me too.
This is like the most unassuming popular show. I feel like it's like a lot of times when shows get popular, I feel like people are super pretentious about it. Like, oh, this is the darkest and most well written show of all time. And
meanwhile, it's just another episode of Naruto.
Yeah, besides, and I'm like, what show? And they're like, Boruto. But in this show, no one is saying that. It's just like literally like, listen, dude, this has a good action, and it does have a good action.
Yep,
and it's good. It's just good. And I like that. I appreciate it for what it is.
Me too. Yeah. That's why I'm excited for Omniscient Reader. Only because I feel like I just like the Omniscient Reader main character more. He's just more dynamic. Even though I feel like you might not like the fact that he's kind of like he's gonna have a Kirito complex for sure, but like he's not bland like Kirito, so I'm like, it's fine.
I mean, it's not hard to be more dynamic than this guy. He's none of the characters in this show are particularly well written or interesting or anything. They're all kind of just templates.
Exactly. All right. Up next we have Dungeon Meshi. Episode 10. Let's see. I was tempted to make my episode of the week just because of the beginning part where they where they're making the frog clothing and the tentacle pasta.
The frog costumes were both very cute and very disturbing at the same time.
I mean, for me it was fine because I just like put it out of my head that they're made from frog.
Yeah, but then like when they got stuck because
the blood congealed,
yeah, that was kind of gross. And it made me think of Mario, like the frog shit of Mario. I'm like, oh my god, what if he like literally is that how Mario does it? He just literally walks inside of a frog and wears its skin.
Don't think about it too much.
Gets all its blood all over and organs. Ugh.
Okay, well, you already thought about it too much, so never mind.
Yeah, it's too late. I've already thought about this for a whole weekend.
We also get a little bit of what's what I'm looking for? Not outer world, but I guess
lore,
above world.
Oh yeah,
above ground lore. There we go.
Non-dungeon.
Right, exactly. Or Tanzu is talking to the Lord of the area, and the Lord of the area is like, "Yeah, girl, I have to give back the land, including this dungeon." Excuse me. And then Tansu's like, "No, don't give it back to them." And then Homeboy was like, "Their king gave it to us. We don't really have a choice. um. So yeah, apparently the elves and the dwarves really did not like each other back in
Fitting.
the day. I mean, it explains why Marcial and uh Senshi kind of have a lot of stack
Hmm.
throughout the series. Um. Also, Kiki. First of all, I was watching this episode. The person I watched this episode, I watched it with a friend,
Hmm.
and we were Also we were high, but we were dying over the fact that the twins are called Kiki and Kaka. That's insane. Kiki and
Yeah.
Kaka.
Kikaka.
Ah.
Great naming sense.
My friend was like, they did that on purpose, and I was like, they probably didn't. they they were just like Kiki and Kaka, like. Oh my god! And then my friend was like, "Okay, what's the next set of twins? Poo Poo and Pee Pee?" Like,
Yeah, I hope it is. I hope they did do it on purpose, and the next set of twins comes out later, and they are Poo Poo and Pee.
But yeah, they referred to Tanzu as like Oji-san. So I'm just like, are those your grandparents? Was it just? Are you just old?
Might be just old. I don't know.
Yeah, but I like their appearance. Yeah, I think they're very nice to look at, especially Kaka. So yeah, basically inside the dungeon, there's apparently an immortality spell, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna get this immortality spell, and then we're gonna leverage it against the elves, so they don't take everything from us."
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're planning to use Laios and his party as a means to an end.
Yeah, I like that they were establishing this whole like bigger narrative
Mm-hmm.
outside of the just dungeon exploration. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, they finally find the dragon more or less.
Yeah, that was abrupt, but that was like super. Just like, oh, that was quick. I was expecting more like lead up to that.
Yeah, like it was like right after that very anime speech that Laos gave, and I love how Chochoke was like, "Oh, so cringe."
Yeah.
That was...
Also, good on Hiltrek actually being useless, or not useless, useful in the frog fight. That was his one moment of usefulness so far
Right.
in combat, at least.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the dragon fight. Probably next episode.
Can't wait to see them eat the dragon.
They are gonna eat the dragon.
That's gonna be like food for like
Ever.
months. Yeah.
I mean, don't they have to like free the sister first?
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm making dragon and sister stew.
They kill the dragon and cook it, but they forget to free the sister.
Exactly.
Oh no, we ate her.
All right. Up next, we have Cherry Magic episode 9. I'm interested in hearing what you think about it, Oni. Because I know you're always like, nah, is
Yeah,
it
this one dipped a bit more into drama for me.
right? That's why I was asking. Like, do you think it was like like too manufactured drama?
I don't think it was manufactured because that kind of situation does happen. I feel like it just went about it in the worst, stupidest way. Like literally, just ask him like, "Oh, I got this offer, and I kind of don't
But
want to take
he
it."
didn't have the time to tell him
Like,
because he literally he got the offer.
you work in the state. You could have like just talked to him. Like,
No, he was going to tell him. at the
I
concert.
know,
But then
yeah,
that just didn't end up happening because he got held up from
um,
work.
but even if that is the case, don't like tell it to somebody else in the company before you tell your boyfriend.
That that is fair. That is fair. No, I mean it was definitely because of like a senpai. Like you were just going to the other man as a senpai to like really get his opinion on what to do.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Like I'm more comfortable with this kind of drama because at least this is like adults, so it makes sense that there's some form of drama.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if it was kids, I'm less forgiving. So the drama itself didn't bother me that much. More so, more so the lack of comedy. I think like the beginning of the episode was better because it was like more lighthearted, and I
Mm-hmm.
actually really liked the whole him using the powers better than like just using the powers to secretly
Talk to
transmit his feet to talk to him.
yeah,
Yeah.
being a little naughty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cute.
I will say I also like Tsuge more this episode. Tsuge Minato's little thing,
Mm-hmm.
like the whole um Tsuge like not super inserting himself, but just being
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, maybe you should like be cool with your friend.
Yeah, I liked how they tied it back to because that one dude in the office, the whatchamacallit,
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name.
Oh,
Does it Yuta?
which one? The main character?
No, the
Oh,
other dancer.
Rokaku.
Yes, him. He's like a bridge character between the two couples.
Yeah, he has a healthy amount of relevance.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah. Oh, also that one scene where Minato and Rukaku were talking to each other for a split second, I was giving. Was it not giving like, oh, they seem kind of for a split second.
Actually, they would be a better couple than Suga.
I mean, you said it, but I definitely thought it.
I mean, and they're both dancers. They would have a better plot line because they'd be like, "Oh, we're both dancers, and we're trying to, I don't know, break it big into the big times," or something. I don't know. I feel like they would have more chemistry and just work better.
Yeah, it's like
But who
yeah,
knows what it is?
yeah. The anime they need a almost a older brother, younger brother ish
Mm-hmm.
relationship sometimes. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, actually, to nail it on the head, when Minato is like, we're listening to his thoughts. He's like, "Oh yeah, he's like my dad." I was like,
Oh
"Oh,
yeah, he got dad zoned.
like damn." I was like, "Oh, daddy issues intensifies." But yeah. But no, I do. I'll say I don't mind the drama because the drama I think it highlights a point that Adachi has struggled with throughout this whole show. Like his inability to like speak
Communication.
up when it's important to do
Yeah,
so. Like that's
yeah,
definitely
they
been a
directly
core.
touched on that
Yeah,
too.
that's been an occurring theme.
Yeah, that's a good point. He was
And
even like, "Oh,
right,
I
and
can't
I
read
would
your
and I
mind."
would argue that it's not. It wasn't even that he failed to tell him anything. It was in that moment that was a moment to like reassure him that like, hey, I'm just or being like, let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But he he kind of just stood there, and I guess he was just so shocked by
Stood
Kurosawa's
there
reaction,
awkwardly listening to his brain was
right? And then
lying.
he's
Not.
literally just like, "Hey, you can hear my thoughts. I can't hear yours."
Mhm.
And then he just walks away. So I was like, so yeah, I am kind of not looking forward to like them being like, oh my god, we're awkward around each other because we had a fight.
Mhm.
But
It's the roller coaster of a relationship.
hmm All right. Up next, we have Mahou Shoujo ni Akagarete, episode 10. Oof.
Yes. While one relationship is faltering, another relationship is...
Wow. Yeah. When the episode started, first of all, it was local. It was like a local lover. I was just like, this accent. I was like, wow, it almost seems like like they're gonna be paired up or something.
Yeah, they were paired up.
Yeah, they were paired up, all right.
God, I love Utena.
I don't understand why. I mean, I understand why it's ecchi. I feel like this should also have like a Yuri tag.
Yeah, it's straight up just Yuri. I don't know why.
Right. I'm like, this is not Yuri. Like, this is Yuri. Like, this whole thing is Yuri.
There was nothing even, like, it didn't even do the facade of, like, oh, this is like a ecchi, you know, we're doing this to train the magical girls type of thing. It was just like, nope. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all like each other, have sex. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Lieutenant playing matchmaker wingman.
Amongst other things.
I loved how Loco is just like all for it too. Just like did not take much convincing for Loco to be like, okay, yes, we must give in to
right. Brother was like, maybe we should, and Loco's like, nah, let's just do it.
She's watching. That's okay. It's all right.
Right.
Like even like when she was like, oh, why don't you guys kiss? Loco was like, yes, with tongue, got it.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised they were able to even air that.
Yo,
a lot of it was really suggestive.
Like they all but like that was like the softest core,
the hardest soft core I've ever seen.
Right, that was insane.
There was like a one frame or scene thing where it was just like clearly Libra was getting her ass eaten. Oh. Well, fingered and also getting her ass eaten in another scene.
Oh. Well, yeah, I guess. Also, I did not expect Lever to be the quote unquote bottom.
Oh yeah, I like that because it was subverting anime relationship tropes.
Yeah.
The bratty girl is not the bottom.
No, she wasn't. She was definitely leading the situation.
I like how that whole thing was happening, and in the background it was just Kiwi assembling a Gundam.
Yep. And then Venno was like, I feel like it was low-key threatening to kick Kiwi out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kiwi was just randomly during the fight with Gigante.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Oh, surprise! I'm actually 3 stars."
Yes, actually, my stars were hidden this whole time on my titties.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that like it seems like now that she revealed her 3 stars, now her powers are completely different.
I mean, it makes sense with her name. I was always wondering why her name was Leopard or Leopard, and she's just like, I have guns.
Okay, then but then why does she have guns? Like,
why not?
I'm like, did her powers just awaken? Because not, then why did she not just like win all those other times she didn't win?
I feel like we definitely saw her chest before while she was in Magical Girl form, and we did not see those 3 stars.
Yeah, so you think she just awakened?
Yeah, I think she awakened at some point,
like a little later
after meeting Utena. Yeah. They'll probably explain it next episode or something. Be like, actually, I got this power from training with Utena and Alice or something. Training montage flashback.
Okay, I mean, sure, girl.
I do like her new look though. It was very, very, very cute.
They still have Sayo in the training arc.
I think she's gonna be there for us on the season. I think the actual magical girls have been regulated to the background for now while we take on Enormite.
And then as soon as they get out, they're like, "Oh, now we're ready to fight," and then just get washed.
Yeah, like we're stronger. And Lieutenant was like, "Yeah, so are we." Wow.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I want to see Lieutenant fight Lord. See how that goes. May the greater Dom win.
Essentially. All right, I feel like I'm missing one. I'm definitely missing one. Oh, up next we have Ishura.
Yes.
Yeah, Ishura.
That's the next one.
Let's see what happened. Ishura. Oh right, yeah, they're back at Lithia.
Mm.
Well, also Rip Nihilo.
I knew she was gonna die. She was too pretty for this world. Every time they kept showing her, I was like, "Oh, how long until she dies? She's too hot."
Yeah, and when it was against him, I was like, "Homeboy is like way too smart."
I hate him now. Because he has such a dumb power that's like undefiled. Like, I have a knife that does stuff, and I'm very athletic and can hit nerves and shit.
I mean, his power is literally mostly comes from his insane power perception.
I hope he fucking doesn't see his own death cut. I hope he dies in a very ironic, stupid way. He thinks he's so smart and so good.
So, I mean, smart enough to kill her.
I also knew she was gonna die because her power sucks. It's just a robot.
Her power is cool. It's a cool spider mech.
She has a spider mech. Everyone else has literally God. Like, there's a power gap between like some of the characters. Although I would have definitely never picked Knife Boy.
Well, to be fair, he wouldn't have been able to win if Shoujo cut her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's it. He was just like, "Oh, this place is open. Let me see if I can stab it," and that was it.
Yeah.
So you know.
True.
I
hope he gets killed by the girl who's with Soji. Like, she just does like a random spell and hits him.
And he just dies. Yeah, that mech was
all bark, no bite.
What? It survived, like, I don't know, being attacked by like
laser,
giant laser of cold fire or something like that.
Yeah.
We're
all good that did.
Yeah. A lot of this episode was about Kia, I think, slowly changing Elsa's mind, or Alea's mind.
I feel like Kia is going to end up becoming a main character, or like a major focus of the series.
I mean, with her
it seems to
busted
really
power, how could she not? But
I feel really bad for Lena. Who's like spent half this episode freaking out about her life. Don't kill me.
Yeah, that end scene was so chilling.
Mm-hmm.
She's just begging for her life. Like, oh, don't do it for Nakia. She's just a child. Don't kill me. I'm just like, oh my god. And Leah's like, I won't kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think she realized like she wants to be a better example for Kia.
Maybe. I still don't trust her. I feel like she's gonna do some shit in front of Kia by mistake and get killed by Kia. Like, she's gonna try to kill Leah, and then Kia's gonna see, and then Kia's gonna say some shit without meaning to, using her words, like, stop it, or something, and then she's gonna die.
Yeah, I think, honestly... I wonder. You know, it'd be gag if they killed Kia.
That would be pretty out of left field, but I don't think the show. I'm daring the show to do that. I don't think they have the balls to do that.
Because Kia, as god tier she is, she's not like.
Yeah, she has a very obvious weakness, which is like lack of experience, and also naive, and also she has to say the words.
She has to say, yeah, just take away her ability to speak.
Like the one dude with the angel could easily just fuck her up. Assuming she hurts him in some way.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. She's very interesting what they're gonna do with her. That's because it's I thought good about this anime. It's just like yes, in their rights, they're all kind of crazy broken. Like the reason why Nihilo lost was because she got hacked over by Shoujo. So that was that one instance that made her weak. And then Kia's with her weaknesses. Like, they're all very powerful, but they all have their weaknesses. So.
Right, yeah.
Interesting. I don't know about the angel dude. I don't know if he has a weakness.
I guess if no one hurts him, he's unstoppable.
Right. Is it just like maybe a sniper can take him out? And
I guess.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
A lot of these characters are really strange with how their powers work, so who knows?
Also, I'm surprised that Shulk, the dead bone body, just let them on their way.
He's a cool dude.
He is a cool dude. Shout out to Shulk.
Go Shulk.
Alright, up next we have Sousou no Frieren, episode 26.
Which is my episode of the week.
I kind of make it like 3/4 my episode of the week, but I feel like that's just doing too much. I guess I'll just make it my episode of the week. I guess.
Sorry, Apothecary Diaries. This one had the Frieren chose now to have one of its best episodes, as far as action goes, at least.
Yeah, like the budget was budgeting.
Yeah, they were like, "Listen, there's only 3 episodes left. Just go ham. Go. How much money we got? Use it all."
Yeah, the replica fights were super cool. The whole thing, Ubel with her bullshit broken spell.
I like that it's broken and also not broken, because it's like it only works if she thinks she can cut the thing that she's cutting.
Right.
So like if you're a mage who relies on like something that's designed to be cut by scissors, like a cloth that you wear or hair, then you're fucked.
Yep.
But I feel like most mages have like actual weapons, so.
Yeah, that's like a crazy. The concept of that spell is crazy and really cool.
I like the whole backstory behind it too. Her like, oh, I watched my sister sew, and now I just like chopping people in half.
Right, same shit. The Frieren versus Frieren fight was just so fantastical. Like just literally a giant laser beam fight.
Yeah, it's a smart fight too, because I've always wanted to see like, how does Frieren look if she actually uses her power and spells and shit? But it's hard to put up a scenario like that in the show because of unless she's up against the demon lord or something, she never has a reason to go full power. So having her fight like herself is a really smart way of showing how powerful Frieren can be.
That's crazy when the fake god's arms ripped up and then just force pushed Fern all the way into the outside of the room.
Yeah, so does Frieren have like force powers or something that she can use without magic?
I don't know. Maybe it probably
She's
is
also
still magic.
a Jedi.
God, I hope not. You know how I feel about Jedi.
She's the Jedi, and the other chick is the Sith.
Oh, well.
Ubel. Actually, she does dress like a Sith.
But yeah. Also learning that the replicas can revive is kind of dicks.
I kind of thought they could because they're like made out of clay or whatever anyway. So I was like, yeah, they probably just like reassemble. But yeah, that sucks for them.
Yep.
Can I learn that spell? Like, if I'm a mage, I'm just learning that and just like chilling in the dungeon for the rest of my life. Have it protected by a bunch of clay, copies of whoever enters.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't, but by the way, what killed it? Or not? What killed it? What was the thing making the clones? Was it like an actual demon?
It was a crystal
Crystal.
spell. It was just a crystal that Frieren killed or blew up at the end.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it was like a spell cast on the crystal, and the crystal has to be destroyed for the clones to stop. I'm mad we didn't get to see the clones of Fern or Denkin, though.
I mean, it was on for 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, but they didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
It would have been hype if they, like... It would have been hype if the Frieren or the Fern clone fought Ubel.
I feel like Fern would just kill it easily.
Blow her up.
Right, it's just like, okay, bet. Just blow her the fuck up. Be like, Fern, I've been wanting to do this for all the times you pissed me off.
Of course, it ends with Frieren again stuck to Mimic. Because some sicko put multiple mimics in the treasure room.
And she was just dumb enough to run into one again. Maybe for last episode, it's just her finding a chest and it's just not a mimic.
Then it ends. So, she opens the chest and it just opens to the credits.
Yeah, great anime, great episode.
Yep, only 2 left.
All right, next, or as I should say, last but not least, we have Apothecary Diaries, episode 22. Excuse me. Yeah. I kind of just stan. I'm such a Mau stan. For this episode.
I am a Mau stan. However, I will say the first 75% of the episode bored me to death. Or maybe not the 75, like the middle part where they were just growing the flowers.
Yeah.
And it was just like, we had to show the whole process of growing flowers. I was like, thank God her friend was there to like keep me mildly entertained.
Yeah. Also, her friend is so cute.
They would found a little caterpillar and like,
yeah, like she sound like her sound quality is really nice.
The voice actor's good. The beginning was pretty fun too.
Oh, what you done the baby? A poisonous mushroom. Right. Yeah. But even though it did get boring halfway through, I can't help but respect. It was the two things. If she just grew the blue flowers, it would have been one thing. And she's like, I grew the blue flowers, whatever. But it was also the very random, like, her randomly starting the trend of painting fingernails. Just because she knew it would piss off Lacan or get under her skin. And then that last shot where she's just there with her nails. And then Gaoshun and Genshi are behind her.
I love that whole like sequence at the end where he's walking around and he sees everyone's face as like just fucking shogi pieces or whatever, and like denoting rank, and he only sees Frieren as he only sees Mau as an actual person and her nails and everything. It's all like symbolic. It's really good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like that made up for it. I was like, this makes up for it. This is good.
The beginning and the ending were amazing, and I'm glad that it was Mau who's confronting him now. Like, listen, we're going on my terms.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, she's like, I'm not running away from you anymore. Not only did I get you the blue flowers, which Jinshi is taking credit for. because
Mm-hmm.
Lacan, amongst everyone else, didn't want him to succeed in getting the blue flowers, even though he asked for them. But because he was able to present them, everyone saw it as him incurring more favor from the emperor, and they were just like, fuck you, kid."
Also, that's a very smart yet I was. I don't want to say anticlimactic because it wasn't. It was, but it was like, oh, I would have never thought of that. Just putting dye in the fucking water for the flowers. Like one of those ingenious things that should be obvious. Like, oh, you just I don't know, give white roses like blue dye.
Yeah, and then she was even a step ahead, and she said, "Let me actually just show the emperor right away."
Just in case, let me make sure.
So yeah, that's really cool. I can't wait to see the whatchamacallit conversation between the two.
Yes, it's gonna be very interesting.
All right. Well, now that I think we're done with our weekly reviews, and I think we're done with the podcast as well. So Oni, please take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this week's episode of Waifu Podcast, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to get the episodes as they go up every week. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party on our Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even become a channel member or patron and join us for our weekly live watches where we will be watching Frieren and Solo Leveling. And we do have a new anime season coming up, so we'll be replacing those with 2 new shows, and patrons and channel members can vote on what show they would like us to cover a next season for the podcast. So if any of that sounds appealing to you, you know what to do. Drew, you have anything you'd like to say?
Y'all, do not party in the rain. You might regret it.
Sounds like a fucking album, Party in the Rain.
I know, even though we literally didn't party in the rain, we just walked through it, and it was a lot.
Partying in the rain. Well, on that note, have fun in your parties in the rain. Until then, this has been Sobroni, and
Ruby do.
we'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.